Hello people of YouTube, my name is Chrismon and welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to be showcasing this new upgraded Def Games building that I upgraded on the Buildmon creative world. So in the last video I showed you guys the exterior of this building and basically laid out the basic functions of what this build does to a world. But in this episode I'm actually going to go in depth a little bit and show you guys how it works and all the rules and such. So if we go inside here, we have three main places to go to. Well, actually four, if you consider that. So I'm going to give you a little tour of this small area. So right here is the drop-off gear here, place where if you kill someone and in a gentlemanly manner, you can pick up their gear and just place it here so they won't have to go through the hassle of picking their stuff that you killed them for. So yeah, that's pretty neat. I thought it was a nice system. Well, actually I didn't create this, Etho did, but yeah. Over here is the armor and weapon booth where you actually get your armor and weapons to kill the person. This will be later explained in the rules. Yes, I made a rule book. You happy? Over here are the instructions where actually the rule book is placed. All these swords are named like so, me right here and a bunch of my friends. And then over here is the main function. This is where all the names go, and this is where like your target or your hitman target is. If the person's name is in the chest, that means you can kill them and hopefully earn yourself some money. Then over here is the remove name feature, which I will go into whenever I get into the rulebook, which I'm actually going to do now. So if we get to the rulebook, Def Games Rules and Instructions, followed by / Introduction. Def Games is a simple, ongoing PvP game that everyone on the server is welcome to join and play. Also note this is 7 pages. Rules. Every so often, a redstone system will automatically and randomly select a name from all people playing the Def Games, and that name will appear in the center chest. This chest. The name of the player is the target that all other Def Games players have the option and right to kill with revenge or payback. In good spirit of the Def Games, always help the target recover any items that might have been lost from his death on your account. In order for the death to be a legitimate Def Games kill, the attacker must wear / equip the armor and weapons of justice from the dispensers / droppers if you wanted to, and only use these tools when dealing damage to the target. If the target is killed validly by the attacker, then the target must pay the attacker 1 diamond as a reward. If the attacker dies to the target in their fight, the attacker must pay the target 1 diamond as reward. The attacker may not attempt to kill him / her again, and the button must be pressed to remove the target's name from the chest. The armor and weapons of justice should also be returned, because usually this is on a survival world, and honestly it's not nice to steal stuff. If your own name appears in the chest, you are allowed to press the button to remove it. To join the Def Games, take a sword from the right chest with your name on it and place it in the center chest. Do not use the swords, please. That is a frequently misunderstood concept of this game. But yeah, that's basically the rules of it. I think it's pretty neat. Thank you, Etho, for making this game up. But now I'm going to show you guys an in-depth tour, and it's also nighttime. Great. So actually, the good thing is this entire redstone system is actually located underneath the redstone building. So say if there's another person at like your local spawn area who is doing another project and you don't want to interfere them, no need to worry. You can always just do it underneath your own building, which I think is pretty neat. Of course, this isn't the most compact redstone design that I've ever made, but no, it works. It's the most simplest design that you guys can all do, and funny enough, I didn't make this redstone all by myself. Also, I got this redstone from a channel called Nimtoots Tutorials, where they show you guys how to do like Minecraft tutorials. It's a really awesome channel. You guys should subscribe. I may link it in the video description. So yeah, now I'm just gonna give a brief overview of what this redstone circuit does. So circuit does. So right over here is the redstone torch that powers this entire system. Basically, it's like the motherboard of this one torch. Over here is a hopper that is located right underneath a chest where the names are. This hopper goes into a dropper that points into another dropper up here and then shoots it out to the chest. This is a continuous loop and is needed for this certain project. Funny enough, this can also be used for like a lottery or anything like that. Basically any luck games you can do it for. So if you don't want to do def games, instead like kind of a lottery or a casino minigame, then there's your option. But of course, that's not the only thing of this redstone system. Over here is the remove name button thing, which sends a redstone signal over to this block, which powers this redstone torch and refreshes this entire system, which allows the hopper to put something inside the dropper, because this redstone torch is currently holding anything in the hopper from going into the dropper. So that's why the redstone torch is there, and that's why I say it's the motherboard, because it's needed for this certain project. Man, I've been talking a lot. Okay, and then this is more or less a pathway, or actually this is kind of like, you can see this is like a river and this is the source. This is the timer. It's a hopper timer. It's the most simplest timer you can ever do. It approximately takes around 8 minutes for 5 blocks to, just switch every so often. Every time 5 blocks fill up a hopper, this redstone block, well, there's going to be a redstone block, shifts over to this dropper, which shoots out either a dirt or a wooden sword. Now, depending on which side, this is like your chance. If it lands on the dirt sword, then it doesn't affect the machine whatsoever. It just means it goes on another loop. However, if you use the sword, if the sword gets shot out, that means the entire system refreshes and new names appear, and it's storming. So I should probably make that. Yeah. And over here, and if it shoots out this redstone comparator shoots out a repeater, which sends a signal throughout this entire system, powering this block, and sends a redstone signal to this place. Now, this place I like to call the name selection feature. So, for every quartz block, or any block for the matter, is located here, it adds a name to the chest. It replaces, so whenever you do this, it replaces all the name, and this selects how many names should be inside the chest at all times. Now, of course, I only have one currently because I'm a lonely person, but if you want to add more, all you have to do is just add another quartz block. And this is another advice I got from the tutorial I learned. Just having these can instantly add or decrease players from the game, if that makes sense. Then anyways, this redstone signal goes over here, which powers this dropper to shoot up in there, and yeah, a lot of good stuff. Also, I should note that this is a piston, so whenever this activates, only one signal will happen. So instead of multiple signals, just one, to make it really simple. But that wasn't simple whatsoever. Now, the redstone is almost hidden. Of course, there's this little hole, which you can see a comparator, repeater, but no one really is going to do anything to that. Anyways, that was an updated video of this Def Games. Actually, before it ends, let me show you how it works. So if I get like a bunch of different swords, so an iron sword, a wooden sword, a stone sword, diamond, and a butter sword, or golden sword, whatever you want to call it. I'm a Scottish Minecraft fan. Beat it. So what you would do is, usually one person at a time would do that, and then press the remove name chest. But for the sake of the video, I'm just going to put all of them and then remove name. Now, whenever I remove this name, names actually remove. Well, maybe this one doesn't. I'm not quite sure. Maybe the redstone system actually changed, but I'm going to do that again. And boom, it's gone. So all of these are currently in the dropper right there. Now, they are currently in this dropper. So every time a redstone signal happens, they all get transported. So let's take half of that, and all of these. Oh wait, wrong. Shoot, wait, wrong one. Alright, so if I did that, then in about 6 blocks, this will change, and shooting out, nothing. Oh wait, no, sorry. So it has to go back again. So let's actually decrease this by a little bit more. Let's also stack this because my OCD is insane. So now it shoots out a dirt block, which affects nothing to it, because this chest, however, has a single dirt block, which cancels out this other dirt block. So yeah, that's a really complex system, and yeah. So yeah, whenever you shoot it back, it shoots back in, but come on, give me a come on, shoot out the sword so I can show the sake of the video. Please. So if it does that, the sword does go. It sends a redstone signal over to here, and whenever it hits here, it allows one pulse to go through, and it extends this block to let no other signals through. And as you can see here, one sword is missing. And guess where that sword is? Of course, it's going to be in here, and that's how the targets are selected. Of course, if you want more names, just add more quartz blocks or whatever block you want to use. It doesn't really affect anything. So anyways, that is it for the video. If you like this video, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.